There's a certain peace that comes with retirement. In many ways, life finally slows down a little. But grocery shopping can still feel strangely stressful. You walk into Walmart for a few basics, and suddenly you're surrounded by choices that cost more than they used to. Bigger displays, more convenient options, more packaging, more temptation, and it's easy to leave with a cart that looks reasonable, but a receipt that doesn't. Here's what many retirees quietly realize after a few years. Grocery shopping changes when you're buying for one or two people. The old habits, stocking up, buying variety, grabbing deals, don't always work the same way anymore. Some foods don't get finished, some deals aren't really deals, some convenient items cost more and disappear faster. So today we're going to talk about 12 groceries that tend to be a waste of money for retirees, not because they're bad and not because you can't ever buy them, but because they're the easiest items to overpay for, underuse, and throw away. And we're not stopping at don't buy it. We're going to talk about what to buy instead, options that stretch into multiple meals, reduce food waste, and keep your weekly grocery routine simple and calm. The simple retirement grocery rule: value is about use, not just price. Keep this in mind as we go. The best groceries in retirement are the ones that can become 2 or 3 meals without extra purchases. That's the standard. Number 1. The single-serve snack pack trap. One of the fastest ways to spend more without noticing is buying snacks that are pre-portioned and individually wrapped. They look harmless because each pack is small, but that's the point. You pay for packaging, convenience, and marketing. And in a retirement household, those snack packs rarely solve the real problem, which is, what food do I have that actually turns into a meal if I need it? A calmer approach is building snacks from foods that also work in meals. A block of cheese can be a snack, but it can also top a baked potato, finish pasta, or turn tortillas into a quick quesadilla. Yogurt can be breakfast, a snack, or a topping. Apples can be a snack or a simple dessert. Number 2. Pre-cut produce that spoils quickly. Pre-cut produce can be helpful if chopping is difficult. That's real convenience, and it can be worth paying for. But when it becomes a routine purchase, it often turns into wasted money. It costs more, and because it's already cut, it usually spoils faster. A smarter alternative, especially for retirees who want less waste, is the freezer aisle. Frozen onions and peppers, frozen stir-fry blends, frozen mixed vegetables. You use what you need and put the rest back. That's convenient with less waste. 3. Deli grab-and-go meals that don't stretch deli-prepared meals look like they're solving dinner. But for many retirees, the problem is that they don't stretch into the next day. They're often priced like a restaurant meal, but they don't create leftovers. And leftovers are one of the best retirement grocery strategies, because cooking once and eating twice reduces both effort and spending. Instead, focus on one protein that can turn into several meals. Rotisserie chicken from Costco is a classic for a reason. It can become a sandwich, a salad, a soup, a rice bowl, or a quick wrap. Even a simple pack of ground meat can become taco meat one night and pasta sauce another. Number 4. Big bakery packs that go stale. The bakery section is one of the warmest, nicest parts of the store, and it's also where a lot of money disappears. Big packs of muffins and pastries feel like a deal, but in smaller households, they often go stale before they're finished. And the solution becomes throwing them away or eating them faster than you planned, just so they don't go to waste. If you enjoy bakery treats, there's nothing wrong with buying them, but the retirement-friendly move is buying smaller amounts or choosing items that freeze well. Even bread becomes easier when you freeze half right away. That turns, I need to finish this fast, into, I can enjoy it slowly. Number 5. Oversized fresh produce clamshells, especially delicate items. Certain produce items are notorious for going bad quickly. Berries and delicate greens are top of the list. Buying a big container looks like you're being smart, but if half of it spoils, you didn't save anything. For retirees, frozen berries are one of the best money-saving swaps. They work in oatmeal, yogurt, smoothies, or even thawed with a spoonful of yogurt as a simple dessert. And if salads are part of your routine, great. But if you've thrown away slimy greens more than once, switch to sturdier options like cabbage, carrots, or coleslaw mix, which can be used raw or sautéed. Number 6. Too many sauces and salad dressings. This is a quiet budget problem. Sauces. A new dressing here, a marinade there, a bottle that promises to make dinner easy. But if you end up with 8 half-used bottles, you've spent money without building meals. A calmer kitchen has a simpler flavor system. One cooking oil you use regularly. 1 or 2 dependable flavor anchors that fit your meals, like salsa, soy sauce, or a simple Italian seasoning blend. Those few options can be used across chicken, rice bowls, vegetables, soups, and eggs. 7. Bottled specialty drinks that add up fast beverages can quietly become a big part of the grocery bill, especially specialty bottled drinks. It's not that you can't enjoy them, it's that buying them routinely can cost more than you realize, and they don't create meals. A retirement-friendly approach is choosing beverages that support your day without taking over the cart. Coffee, tea, milk if you use it, and sparkling water if it helps you drink more water. If you like juice, choose one you actually finish and treat it as intentional, not automatic. 8. Diet snack substitutes that don't satisfy. Many retirees get pulled into expensive diet snacks that promise a better choice. But often they cost more, they don't satisfy, and they keep you in snack shopping mode instead of meal building mode. A better rhythm is keeping foods that are naturally filling and flexible. Yogurt, eggs, beans, oats, frozen vegetables, and fruit that lasts. Those foods don't need fancy packaging to be useful. 9. Boxed meal kits and flavored side mixes. Boxed helper-style meals and flavored side mixes seem easy, but they tend to be single-purpose, and that's where the waste comes in. A bag of rice can become a side dish, a bowl meal, or leftovers. Pasta can go in several directions. Potatoes can become a full dinner with toppings. A flavored box is usually one and done. It doesn't help you pivot through the week. For retirees, flexibility is worth more than novelty. Number 10. Name brand, premium versions of basics you can buy cheaper. This is a simple one, and it's not glamorous, but it works. Many retirees grew up loyal to certain brands, and for some items, the brand really does matter. But for basics, like canned beans, frozen vegetables, oats, rice, pasta, store brands are often just as practical. At Walmart, Kroger, or Costco, store brand staples can free up budget for the items that actually make a difference in your week, like fresh produce you'll finish or a protein that can create several meals. The goal is not to buy cheap. The goal is to buy smart. Number 11. Impulse snacks that don't connect to meals. Snacks aren't the problem. Automatic snacks are. When snack foods don't connect to meals, they tend to disappear quickly, and you're left buying them again next week. Retirees often do better with a simple snack plan. One crunchy option you genuinely enjoy, one sweet option that feels intentional, and the rest built from flexible foods like fruit, yogurt, cheese, or nuts. That way, snacks don't take over the cart, and you still feel satisfied at home. Number 12. Buying aspirational groceries for recipes you won't repeat. This may be the biggest retirement grocery lesson of all. Don't shop for who you were 10 years ago, or who you think you should be. Aspirational groceries are the ingredients you buy because a recipe looked good, or a cooking show made it feel doable, or you thought, I should try something new. Trying new things is wonderful, but the waste happens when those ingredients are single purpose, and you don't use them again. In retirement, a calmer approach is choosing one new item occasionally and pairing it with the staples you already use. That way, the experiment doesn't require an entire cart built around one dinner. If you take anything from this video, let it be this. Retirees do best with groceries that stretch. Foods that become breakfast and lunch, foods that can be used in 2 or 3 ways, foods that don't spoil if the week gets busy, foods that help you make something without a complicated plan. That's the kind of grocery cart that keeps your budget steady and your kitchen calm. These 12 groceries aren't bad. They're just the most common ways retirees overpay, overbuy, and end up wasting food. When you shift toward flexible staples, smarter convenience, and fewer impulse purchases, grocery shopping stops feeling like damage control. Now, don't try to change everything at once. Pick one change for your next trip. Just one. Maybe it's skipping snack packs and buying 1 block of cheese instead. Maybe it's swapping delicate produce for frozen. Maybe it's choosing 1 or 2 sauces you actually use and stopping the rest. And I'd love to hear from you. What's one grocery item you stopped buying after retirement, and what did you replace it with?